Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this beauty look. I love how it turned out, very glam. I think it's really pretty, really romantic, which is something that I continuously say throughout the video, but I think that it's just a good way of depicting or describing how this look is. If you want to see how I created this look, make sure you keep on watching. Just another video using my broken tripod. Maybe sometime soon we will look into getting a new one, and by we I mean me. I already have my skincare on, which I will kind of walk you through that step after I apply my eyeshadow primer. This is the Milani eyeshadow primer. Going to apply this and let it sit for a little bit while I'm telling you how I prepped my skin. Also, I feel like this might not be centered for the room, but it's, you know, it's what we're going with. My mirror is below the camera. Okay, so I washed my face or cleansed my skin with the Philosophy Purity Made Simple face cleanser, and then I used this. This is the Good Genes from Sunday Riley all-in-one lactic acid treatment. It says it deeply exfoliates for clarity, radiance, and younger looking skin. Visibly, it brightens the appearance of dark spots, instantly plumps the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So I really like how it says visibly brightens the appearance of dark spots, especially because right here I had a zit probably over a week ago and it's still, you know, a little bit of the residue, but overall I am pretty happy with how my skin looks now. This camera placement is probably gonna bother me for the entire video because I feel like I'm gonna have to be hunched over. So after I let this sit for a little bit, then I applied this, and I've been using this I think almost every single day for the past week. I'm not saying I always go in with this combination. You know, I've said before I love skincare, so I do kind of change it up, but this is one of the morning serums that I use semi-frequently as well. This is from Glow Recipe, the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. So after I applied this, I used my facial roller and I rolled, not like this, you know, I only have one. So anyway, I used that, let that sit for a little bit. Then I used my moisturizer. This is the Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream from Youth to the People. Let that sit for a little bit. Like whenever I was kind of like planning out this video a little bit in my head, I thought that I might go through the steps, but then I'm like, that would just take too long because I do like to let it sit for a little bit, and I feel like that process would take too long. Also, I usually do my hair before. I usually do my makeup first, then my hair, but I did want to have something done in this video, and since I'm doing my makeup, I went with doing my hair first. After I applied that moisturizer, let that sit for a little bit, then I applied my sunscreen. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen with SPF 40. This has kind of a silicone-y feel, so I don't love that about it, but obviously I'm going to use a sunscreen that is good. I want to protect my skin, so I am going to be using this one, or I'm going to use this one up. I think I got it in a FabFitFun. I feel like that's accurate. So let that sit for a little bit. Oh, also after I used the moisturizer, before I used the sunscreen, this was my under eye cream that I used from Dr. Brandt. This is the DNA Triple Peptide Eye Cream. So that's my skincare step. I applied my eyeshadow primer. Also, I have my facial primer, but I won't apply that until probably my eye makeup is done. The main eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using in this kind of like romantic look for makeup, I just think it's really, really pretty, is this Rare Beauty palette. This is the Came to Play. The packaging looks the same. I also have the True to Myself one. This one of my friends gave me for my birthday, and it's also really, really pretty. I especially love, I use this one pretty frequently whenever I use this eyeshadow palette, and then this over top. But also this color right here is a duochrome, and it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna show you that. It's like a pink and orange duochrome. Really pretty. Don't know. Yeah, you can maybe kind of see how it's pink and orange. So we are going to be primarily using this one, the Came to Play eyeshadow palette. This is what this looks like. I mean, these colors are just so pretty. I love this eyeshadow palette. And then also we're going to be using the red shade from this Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. This is the Eye Ecstasy Subversive eyeshadow palette. Got this for a birthday present, not for my 27th, but for my 26th. So I'm going to be using this Yeah, okay, cool. This shade right here. So let's go ahead and get into the eyeshadow look. I usually do my eyeshadow first, like I was saying in one of my previous videos, about 95% of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, even almost. I almost solely do my eyeshadow first. I'm going to be linking the products that I use in this video, if I can find them. Like this one, I don't think I don't remember, there's not a brand on this eyeshadow brush, but it is really pretty. This is the color, this is the brush that I'm going to be using to apply my crease color, or my, it's been so long, like what is that called? You'll see the placement. Anyway, so we are going to be using this pink color right here, really, really pretty. I think crease. I think that's the word I'm looking for, right? Also, these earrings I feel like are a little bit more spring summery, but I just got them from Altered State. I got them on clearance last Saturday, and I think that they're really pretty, so we're wearing them in winter too. Like they have like little flowers on them. I love white flowers. White daisies are my favorite. Also mentioned that in a recent video. So I'm not pressing too hard on this eyeshadow, and I'm just layering it on. Also, this is another Saturday that I'm going to be putting on a glam look, and then I currently don't actually have any technical plans, but I think I might go to TJ Maxx later because it's been a while since I've gone to TJ Maxx. I'm going to be using this color a little bit below it, but also kind of blended where I have that pink color. This color is so pretty. This is a Sigma E56 brush that I'm using. Oh yeah, I just love TJ Maxx, and I'm pretty sure I have convinced myself that I'm going there afterwards. Even if I just go shopping by myself, I like shopping with friends. That can be fun, and by friends, it's usually like just one. I'm very introverted. I like hanging out with like small groups of people, like 3 max is like ideal for me. This is just how I am personally. Obviously, I will go to settings where I hang out with more than 3 people at a time. But anyway, I was saying I am pretty introverted, so I do actually like shopping by myself a lot too. But also shopping with like a friend is also fun. Doing my makeup is one of my favorite things to do. So I would say a full face, like, I mean, you might even consider it glam almost every single day. Even for days that I go to work, which I work 5 days a week, but anyway, even on work days, I still do like a full face of makeup because it makes me happy and it just kind of gives me confidence. I love the process in the morning of doing my makeup. This is a blender brush that I'm kind of blending the 2 colors together. This is a Sigma. I've had this brush for a while, so can't see which specific one this is, but I will try to link it though. It's the fluffier of the blending brushes. Not saying that they only have 2 blending brushes, but I have this one, which is fluffier than this one, and they're both blending brushes. I usually spend the most time on the eyeshadow because it's just fun for me, and I love doing different looks. Okay, and now we're going to go in with that Pat McGrath palette, and I'm just going to use my finger. Get my makeup wipe ready. I'm just going to use my ring finger to apply this shade on kind of like the outer half, third of my lid. There's not a mirror in this palette, so I'm going to use the mirror from the Rare Beauty. Also, let's talk about my nails too. I had a matte coat on them, but I just didn't love how it looked for this shade. So I contemplated even like taking off my nail polish altogether. But I do like how it looks whenever my nails are done in a video. So I went with, I applied like the glossy coat over it. Also, I peeled, this is like a gel polish that I do at home, and I peeled off these, my first two fingers, I peeled off those last night. Obviously that was not gonna fly, like I was not gonna film a video where I didn't have nail polish on two of my fingers. Absolutely not gonna do that. So I fixed that before too. I know that this is looking a little messy, but don't worry, we will clean this up. Next, I'm going to go in with this purple lilac, like purple and pink duochrome. And also, I feel like at first you might not think that the colors go together, but I feel like once it's fully done, they do blend together. Trust me, I feel like even already before even putting that glitter over top, I can already see, I think that they go together well. Same thing for the other hand, other eye. Now I'm going to go in with this middle color right here. And this is the glittery shade. Now for the cleaning up, and this is why I do my eye makeup first. So pretty. I'm going to kind of blend the colors together, see if I want to add any more eyeshadow before moving on. I'm gonna apply a little bit more of that magenta color because I feel like I lost it a little bit. Stilo One Step Cracked Kitten Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Primer. This is such a long name, but I mentioned this in my empties video because I had at least one empty. I'm almost out of the other one. There is a very little amount left, which yes, I will use up. I'm not going to waste it. I keep on doing that with my hair because I'm not trying to get this on my forehead. I know that that looks a little weird, but I already have oily hair. I don't want it to be getting any greasier any quicker. Also, I know that there are little glitter flecks. I saw some on this side of my face. I tried to remove some of the glitter, but I couldn't get it all off, so it's just gonna be some extra sparkle on my face. I also mentioned in one of my videos recently that I needed to get a lighter foundation shade. I got this last Saturday. No, it might have been a couple weeks ago. Anyway, this is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. And this is literally in the lightest shade that they make. And I think it's a fairly good shade match. It's shade Y205, or at least this was the lightest shade that they had at my Sephora that I went to. This was one of the rare instances where I actually bought it in store. Usually whenever I do Sephora shopping now, I honestly just do it online. This is a thicker foundation. I have oily skin. But it might be too much for dry skin, but just wanted to say that it's probably one of the thickest foundations I've ever used. I'm going to be using Rare Beauty foundation. I don't know if this is just the foundation brush, but Rare Beauty brush to blend this in. Also, I love the aesthetic of Rare Beauty, like this soft, really light blush pink cream color that they use for a lot of their packaging. Love. Blush pink is one of the accent colors in my office, as you can see in that pillow, that planter. So shouldn't be really a surprise that I do love that color. Hope I have enough storage to film the rest of this. I literally just deleted some apps. It is thicker, so it maybe takes a little bit longer to blend in. But I wanted to try a different foundation. I think I have gotten a sample from this before. Maybe it wasn't a specific one. But yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good match for my skin, right? For concealer, I'm using this Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. I think that this is in their lightest shade too. I'm not totally for certain. It's in the shade Pearl. I got this as like a free sample or some kind of something, but it was for free. And I'm using this because it is the lightest concealer that I have. The concealer that I use most of the year whenever I use my self tanner and stuff like that, in the shade Fair Light Neutral, too dark. So right now I'm not really using self tanner, so I am fairly fair skinned naturally. So there's that. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush. Not sure of the exact name, but once again, it will be linked in the description box. Like to make sure that this is nice and blended as well. The highlighter that I'm going to be using, I'm going to go ahead and apply highlighter because it's a liquid highlighter before I apply my powder. This is from Cover FX. This is the glitter drops. I used it as highlighter. I will link the specific shade, but I just got a little bit on my ring finger. This is pretty glittery, but I think it's also very pretty, so I like using it. I haven't been wearing my second lobe piercing for a little bit. I got that pierced when I was 18 though. I turned 28 this year, so hopefully it won't close up, but I've probably had it out, maybe close, has it been close to a month? I don't know, but I just haven't been wanting to put a earring in that piercing, but I don't want to let it close. I love my piercings. I have 10 now. I did a video which I will link when I had my 9 piercings, but also during my hiatus. I think I got my 8th piercing last year. Anyway, so I got my 8th piercing, so now I have 10, even though I had 8 earrings in right now. Okay, this is the Bye Bye Pores Poreless Finish Airbrush Powder. It's what I'm going to be using to set my under eyes. It's from It Cosmetics, by the way. I'm using this Sigma brush to apply this powder. This is the Sigma Precision Flat P80 brush. Just kind of stipple that on my under eyes. I don't apply powder over where I applied the glitter drops, but I wanted to apply the glitter drops before applying my powder. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder to set my face. This is the F20, the large powder Sigma brush. So I went ahead and did a lot of the rest of my makeup. I know, but storage space on my phone, and I am going to show you the products that I used as well as link them. For bronzer, I used the NARS Laguna bronzer with this Alamar brush. For blush, I used this blush in the shade Risque with this Farrah 50F brush. For eyeliner, let's talk about it because I've been wearing eyeliner more often recently. I know that this chair is extremely squeaky. Maybe in 2022, I will finally get a different chair. Anyway, I used this Fierce and Fine graphic pen. I don't know how to pronounce the brand name, so here's the brand name. This is what I used for eyeliner. Then I curled my lashes. I used the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara. And I applied these false lashes, which I will link these, but also keep in mind, I'm pretty sure they're like $55 or $56. I got these in a beauty subscription box, either BoxyCharm or FabFitFun. I can never remember which one. But anyway, I do love the packaging, obviously. I mean, it's kind of my aesthetic. It's pretty, but I am not trying to say that I expect you to spend $56 or around 50 some dollars on a pair of false lashes. Like, I'm not trying to say that. Oh, before I applied my mascara and lashes though, I set my face with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Now we are going to do the lips because I did want to show that on camera. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I did apply lip balm earlier as well. So I lined them and then I filled them in. Kind of line some more. For the lipstick, I'm using this MAC lipstick in the shade Love Me Lipstick. Very fitting for this romantic look, or you know, based on the name. That alone, wow, so pretty. If you wanted kind of more of a matte look, you could just stop here, which I'm really debating, but I also really love this Rare Beauty lip gloss in the shade Nearly Berry, and I think I am gonna apply this over top, but here's what this looks like without the lip gloss. Still, like, this alone is also very, very pretty. I do like the Rare Beauty line if it doesn't show by my use of their products. Not that I've tried everything from the brand, but I do really like the brand. Here's the finished look. Very romantic, very pretty. I think this is what it looks like. Here's with that those glitter drops. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Like, oh, so pretty. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it so much if you could give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to stick around and subscribe. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.